or standing because I think it's fun. I don't know. It's more dynamic, animated. I can move around. Whoa. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I can't even really move the mic that far. You can see um the cord is dying. Anyways, the human condition. I think the human condition is exhausting. I think people are inherently evil and selfish, and they will do anything they can for themselves at the end of the day, as you should, right? That's how you should live life, I guess, right? That's how you should um exist. You should prioritize your own well-being and all that. And I don't know. I guess that's a good thing, right? I don't know why everyone lives like that. So what's the problem? What's the big idea? I guess it's just so tiring. It's so tiring, especially being able to see these little transgressions and these little things that everyone does for themselves. Or you can see like the ulterior motive behind every little thing that someone does, right? And when you can see those little things and you can see every little thing that everyone does in a social situation or anything, like, it's tiring, man. It is tiring. It's tiring to exist and live as a human being sometimes, Like, I don't understand how people do it. And I think, I don't know what it's like to be a normal person. And I definitely don't think I'm a normal person. I'm kind of scared that I'm going to break this. I don't know. This isn't even really a diary entry anymore. It's just venting my frustrations with living as a human being, I guess. Which is funny because everyone's a human being. Anyone watching and understanding this, or even if anyone is understanding or watching this, they are human and they understand what it's like to be a human being, right? Like, what does that even mean? But like me, I feel like I don't fit in anywhere. I feel like I'm not a normal person, I don't really fit in with like the CS nerds, but I don't fit in with like the tools on the other side, like, business majors and all that. And there are normal CS people and there are normal business majors and whatever. And I'm I'm meeting all sorts of different people, and you can, you know, everyone's different. Everyone's so different. Yeah, right, man. I've met the same person 10 times. As soon as I, have a conversation, like meeting someone for the first time, I feel like, I throw them in a category. I think I do throw them in a category. It's like, and maybe that's bad. I think that's unhealthy to categorize people so quickly. But then they kind of prove me right, like I know exactly who you are, like after a few conversations with you. I've met this guy 10 times before, like, oh, this guy is CS. Oh, doesn't really have a social life. He's kind of socially awkward. Oh, well, I bet he uses Linux and goes to hackathons and things, Like, I don't know. It's not even that big of a deal. It's so. There's space, obviously, for everyone to be unique and for them to showcase their own unique personalities and individuality, but still, at the end of the day, they can still fall under a category that I can shortcut to, I guess, It's like I've already figured out human beings as a whole, and it's boring and it's tiring and it's insane to have to think about these little social things. I don't know. I don't know. This is not a good video. But oh, I guess I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it other than mogging. Like, if you mog if you mog someone, if you have more aura than someone, then they're automatically going to be more friendly to you, right? I guess it's basically like pretty privilege, right? Like, if you look more put together and you look better than someone else, then they're just gonna without knowing anything about you, they're probably going to value you higher than someone who is less attractive than them, right? And so I think it's like, but it's not even necessarily attraction. Like it can be confidence or like aura, aura. It's not necessarily attractiveness, but it's just like their general presence. Like mogging. Like if you just get mogged by this person, even if they're not necessarily more attractive than you, but if they're more confident and like, they just have a better energy than you, then you kind of you at least for me, I put myself below them. I become below them, and now I'm seeking their approval, and I'm trying to get out of their way. Like I'm trying to judge what they want, what they're thinking, and then like playing off of that, rather than if I'm the one mogging them, and I can tell like what they're thinking, and like, oh, this kid, he wants my approval or something, or he wants to be my friend, or something. I can take over. Then I can become the arbiter of the conversation and the one in full control of everything, because I have the authority in the situation. Does that even make sense? But it's like, can you flowchart human beings? I don't think you can flowchart humans, right? We're all so unique and individual, and especially social interactions. Like, there's so many little different factors. Like you can't put a flowchart to it, but it feels like, I say you can't, but in my head, I'm thinking, well, I kind of can. I really have met the same people like 10 million times. Like I've been to hackathons and CS events and met different people, but are they really that different? I can treat them all the same. I can behave the exact same. Maybe that's what it is. I can behave the exact same around them, and the result is the same. And maybe that's the crux of what I'm trying to get at, I don't know. And that's only with like some people, right? Like if I am getting mogged by them, then it kind of becomes an interesting dynamic, and now I have to play to them and then adapt to whatever they're doing, and that's a little different, I guess. But I've gotten pretty good at it. But then it becomes like, who the heck am I? And that's where I'm at, like, who is this guy? Like, I don't fit in anywhere. I have not met someone who thinks the same way that I do. I feel like you can be smart. They can be smart people, but they can like, I feel like in every situation that I'm interacting with someone, I can see, like they'll do something and I'll be like, okay, yeah, it's obvious. I know why you did that. Like, you're not slick. I guess it's kind of like flirting almost. Not like flirting, obviously. Like, I'm not flirting with them, but in the sense where it's like, if I'm watching someone flirt, or I guess if I'm flirting, then it's like, okay, you know what you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing. It's that feeling. It's the feeling of, you know what you're doing. You're not slick. And just being able to see that in so many different people in every situation ever, not just like the romantic flirting, whatever, but it's tiring. And I think that's really, we keep saying this, we keep looping back to this. It's tiring, but I don't know. What can you really do, right? I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying it would be neat. Maybe I should just start calling people out. You think that's what I should just start doing? If I see someone like, I don't know, like this example before, me rejecting someone and now we're friends, but every time they're in a romantic situation, they have to bring it up to me and they have to show it to me, to show that they are wanted by other people, and that they're worth something even though I didn't want them, you know? And like them constantly bringing up their romantic life to me is like, you know, obviously I want to support my friend, but at the same time, I know what you're doing. It's like that. And it's like that with everything and every little social interaction that I get with anybody. I don't know. What do you think? What am I supposed to do? What do you guys do? How do you like? I don't think normal people think like this, and I really want to meet someone who thinks like this. Like maybe I should just call them out on that and be like, you just want to show me all your relationship stuff because you think that I'm not that because you want to prove that you're worth something outside of me. And you know, but how do you bring that up in a normal conversation? Like that doesn't even work. Like you sound like an insane person. And you know, I could be wrong and he is just being a normal person and now I'm the weirdo who's overthinking everything and I look like an asshole. And maybe I am an asshole. I don't know. I feel like I am kind of mean. I am really mean. But only in my head, and I'm never mean like out loud to anybody. Unless it's myself. I'm pretty mean to myself, but that's beside the point. Anyways, the human condition. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to be a human being and to live and to see all these little things and I don't know, these little interactions and ulterior motives and you know, it's tiring. It's tiring. I don't know. What do you guys think?